Yet God said something shocking. "You have too many men." God explained that if Israel won with such a large army, they might believe they saved themselves. They would take the credit instead of giving glory to God. So God told Gideon to announce that anyone who was afraid could go home. 34. Immediately, 22,000 men left. Only 10,000 remained. Even then, God said there were still too many. God instructed Gideon to take the soldiers to a river and observe how they drank water. Most of the men knelt down and drank directly from the water. But 300 men scooped water into their hands and remained alert while drinking. God chose those 300 men. Just like that, Gideon's army was reduced from 32,000 soldiers to only 300. Humanly speaking, it was impossible. The Midianite army filled the valley. Their numbers were overwhelming. Yet God wanted everyone to know that victory would come from him alone. That night, Gideon divided the 300 men into 3 groups. Instead of swords and shields, each man carried a trumpet, a torch, and an empty clay jar. As they surrounded the enemy camp, Gideon gave the signal. The men smashed their jars, revealing the blazing torches. They blew their trumpets and shouted, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon." The sudden noise, light, and confusion caused panic throughout the Midianite camp. Believing they were surrounded by a massive army, the Midianites turned against one another. In the darkness, they began fighting each other and fleeing in terror. Without relying on military strength, Israel won a miraculous victory. The Midianites were defeated, and the land enjoyed peace for 40 years. The story of Gideon teaches a powerful lesson. Israel's suffering began when they abandoned God and trusted idols. But their restoration began when they repented and returned to Him. It also reminds us that God often chooses unlikely people to accomplish extraordinary things. Gideon saw himself as weak, but God saw a leader. And when God reduced the army from 32,000 to 300, He proved that victory does not depend on numbers, strength, or human ability. It depends on trusting Him. Sometimes God removes the things we rely on so that we can discover that He is all we truly need.